Hi everyone, this is Aruna Arichami, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In this lecture series today, we're going to see the new topic in the database management system. Kindly watch my previous video, then you can able to easily understand this concept. So today we're going to see about the one of the important topic in our database management system, that is a transaction, because the transaction plays the major role in the real world entity. Because why I'm saying this thing, in the same place itself we can able to transmit the data from amount from one account to the another account without going to the bank. So how it could be needed in the real world entity, this means we have to provide more security to this type of an application. That only we're going to discuss in this particular lecture series. So what do you mean by transaction? What are the basic thing is needed for the transaction? Means this is the basic concept we have to look into under the transaction concept. Major is what do you mean by transaction? And also we have to know about asset properties. Without the asset property, we cannot able to trust the thing. Who made this one, this and all the thing, we can't able to trust the thing. And also we depends upon the schedule and serializability, and also how we can able to log the transaction, how we can able to recover that particular transaction, how we going to save this thing. These and all the major topics come under the transaction. So in the first three units, we have to see about the how we can able to design the database along with our notations, everything we're going to discuss in our previous thing. So before entering into the transaction, we have to going to see the two things. One is OLAP, another one is OLTP. Without knowing this thing, we couldn't able to learn the transaction concept. So OLAP means nothing but the online analytical processing. So this both can be looked together. So first we're going to see about the OLAP. OLAP is nothing but the data warehouse. So how we can able to store our data in as a term of information, how it could be stored in our data warehouse. Here it is everything, it could be in analytical processing, query is very slow. Here we need not to go for a normalized one. Majorly where it could be used means all our historical data. While going for a historical data, definitely a data can be a redundant one. For example, if you want to, best example is Wikipedia. So in your Wikipedia, the particular person name or the particular app name or particular software name, we're going to see it in the n number of times it could be repeated in that particular database. So this type of a thing, all our historical data, all our biography, everything, the data can be redundant one. There we couldn't able to remove the redundant data. There we need only the denormalized data sets. So these type of a processing only we can call it as the online analytical processing. So this below diagram here I have to show this thing. Just our data can be stored in the data warehouse that can be retrieved in any one type of a format. Either I can able to represent the cubical format, or we can able to represent in the any type of a graph format. Through that only we can able to show our decision making in our analytical processing. What could be the online transaction processing means all our banking application, it could be very fast. For example, if you want to transmit an amount from one account to the another account, so simply I'm using a GPay or any other online tool or net banking. Just I'm going to give only the, if you are taking a GPay, just I'm going to give a name. After that, how much amount I can able to transmit from my account to whom I'm going to transfer. That particular person mobile number only we going to give. So through that, I'm going to give my amount, I'm going to give send. Through that, which is a fraction of second, the amount can be transmitted from one account to the another account. In this case, your data must be a normalized one. That should not have any redundant data. So where these type of application can be used means all our live data. For example, all our banking sector, all our weather report, live score, all our live cricket match or a football match or any other match live score. These and all the cases we are using a online transactional processing. Here, this is the online transaction processing. Both will be a transaction can be taken place. Here we have to go for a certain operation. Oh, here my database is a operational database. Through that only a live data can be updated. Here data is a consistent and also should not have a redundant data. Simply if my bank account number is a redundant one, so whom I have to send the number, whom I have to send the money. So it is a very difficult. So that only we are using a transactional and also normalized data. So this is called as an online transactional processing and the online analytical processing. In next cases, we're going to see along with the certain example. Thank you for watching my video.